Triangle strategy is out, and I have been having a blast playing through the story. But along the way, I've picked up a few tricks, and here are my top 10 tips for building a better army. Within the first hour or so of playing, you will unlock the mental mock battles at your encampment. These are a great way to level up your characters and make sure you're ready for the next story battle. As long as a character is at the recommended level or lower, they will gain experience quite quickly. This is also a great place to use new characters to get a feel for how to use them. And finally, mock battles are an excellent way to earn more money and materials for upgrading your character's attack power and other stats, and for earning more kudos. I have played each mock battle multiple times, and as long as you aren't over-leveled for the battle, you'll continue to collect decent amounts of cash and materials, so long as you're grabbing the spoils that drop on the battlefield. When leveling up your characters in mock battles, you will find that once one is a couple levels higher than your foes, they will earn less experience for their actions in combat. When this happens, use these higher level characters to simply tank damage from your opponents. Don't attack with them, only buff or do nothing. This will allow your lower level characters to make more attacks and take more actions, which will help them level up faster. A finishing blow will earn the character who dealt it an experience bonus. Make sure to take advantage of this when you can by having your characters that are a level or two behind deal that blow. When grinding for levels, make sure you never end a turn without using an action, even if it has no purpose. A heal on a character at full health will still award the caster with experience, and a buff on a character that's already buffed will still give the caster experience as well. By using this strategy, you can significantly decrease the time it will take your characters to level up, especially your support ones who don't get to attack all that often. Erador is an excellent tank, and when given the right upgrades, he can take a lot of punishment. The best use of him I have found is to run him out and use his provoke ability to lock as many enemies into attacking him as possible, and then have Frederica cast Flame Shield on him. This is because, in addition to flame resistance, Flame Shield also gives its recipient a counterattack, so once an enemy attacks Erador, he will counter with fire damage. This allows him to use Provoke instead of attacking to keep enemies fixated on him, but still damage them at the same time. Using Erador in this way is also another excellent strategy for helping those lower level characters level up in the mock battles, because while enemies are fixated on him, everyone else can get free shots in. For most battles, keeping your units close together is the best strategy. This will allow them to all support each other and keep enemies from being able to flank you or get backstab criticals against you. With proper positioning, you can create an impenetrable phalanx. However, if facing mages who can deal massive damage to groups of clumped up units, this strategy will quickly fall apart. When facing mages, it's best to split your units up into groups of 2 or 3 so that enemy mages can't hit as many of your units at once, but your 2 or 3 units are still close enough to support each other. Try to take out mages as quickly as possible so that you can regroup your forces before they become isolated and picked off one by one. Don't forget to use all the items that you have at your disposal, health items especially. If you are running through the mock battles multiple times leveling up your characters, you should have plenty of coin. Don't be afraid to spend that coin and stock up on consumables. The healing items in particular are extremely useful because your healer won't always be able to reach everyone. So a fighter being able to heal himself when far away or isolated is literally a lifesaver. The elemental damage items can also be extremely useful, as they give a elemental damage option to your physical damage characters when facing an opponent who has a weakness to a particular element. When you are in the exploration phases between battles, make sure you thoroughly search every building, tree, and bush, as you can find valuable items and money by doing this. While exploring, you will sometimes see little gold shimmers that indicate there is an item located there. These can be hard to catch sometimes, so I have found that if you just repeatedly tap A while walking around, you'll pick these items up even if you didn't see the shimmer. Deciding what to upgrade on your characters can be daunting, as every upgrade makes the next one cost more. Consider how you use each character and upgrade them accordingly. For example, I use Erador to tank damage, so I have focused on his health and defense scores rather than his attack power. But with Frederica, I focused on her magic attack power because I use her fire attacks quite often. I would recommend building up a character's strengths, as you'll get more out of upgrading a mage's attack power, for instance, than worrying about their low defenses, as you'll most likely be keeping them in the back line anyway. Finally, the last tip has more to do with story than combat, but make sure you talk to everyone you can while in exploration phases. Doing so will sometimes unlock new dialogue options that can help you convince your house members to change their minds when the scales of conviction are being used. Being able to change the minds of your friends is essential if you want to be able to dictate where the story goes. Well, there you have it, my top 10 tips to help you win every battle. If you'd like to see more triangle strategy, watch this video here. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.